and today we are working on the clutch and brake pedal assembly for Brian's car. And I wanted to point out something real quick for you. If your brake pedal or clutch pedal is wobbly down at the end, you grab it and it wobbles. The problem is these bushings right here. Now I picked up a set of these from Rodney Dickman. I ordered them, had them in a few days. I got enough for the brake and clutch pedal, so we can rebuild the whole assembly while it's out. Might as well, yeah. I also media blasted and cleaned up the pedal box assembly, which is the second worst job to do on a Fiero, is putting this thing in and out. Not so bad with an automatic, way worse with a clutch. And I'm going to tell you why. You have to remove the clutch pedal in order to get this bit over the steering shaft. Now, what a lot of people don't know, and they fight and they bend all this metal, is this part actually bolts on with two, let me try that again. Bolts on with two 13mm nuts. There's one, and then the other one's down there by my thumb. You have to loosen these off in order to get the clutch pedal out. Trust me on that one, you will be fighting for days trying to figure out why that clutch pedal won't come out, and that's why. You have to back those off, get the pedal out, and then the same thing. Leave them loose, put the pedal assembly in the car, then put the clutch pedal up in place. You got a very long bolt, as you can see here. And this goes through from down here at this bolt hole, goes in there, all the way through both pedals and out the other end. So very important that you kind of know what you're getting into before you start climbing under the dash and standing on your head, which is not fun at all. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quick tip, and let's get to work. Alright, hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Stephen Vincent. That is the Blur, and this is the Honda K20 engine out of an RSX base model that we're going to be installing into the Blur. As you've seen in previous episodes, we went ahead and pulled the head off. I just picked it up today. Had a valve job, new seals, resurfaced the head. It's looking great. We're going to get that all buttoned up, get the head back on. I don't know if I'm going to put the oil pan on today, but we're going to try to get this thing top dead center, get it all timed properly, which is obviously critical. I'm not sure if I'll just put this in a time lapse, but stay tuned. Let's get to work. Oil in that one. Watch your eyeballs. And that's why. Now I have to wipe this all back down to make sure it's dry. I hate when it gives like that. Eight, 9. All right, everybody, I made it. I am here to pick up some parts for the K-Swap Fiero. About a 2-hour drive, wasn't too bad, but much to my surprise, I met a really cool guy named Mike, and he's one of your kind of down-to-earth good guys. They're few and far between, so when you find them, you make sure you take care of them because they're going to take care of you. But you're not going to believe the stuff that's hiding in this man's garage. I'm not going to show an address or anything like that, but just trust me, this guy is one of the genuine cool guys in the industry, or in the hobby, I should say. So have a look at what I found. All right, everybody, this is Mike, and he is working on this beautiful K-swapped MR2. Of course, we all know the MR2 and the Fiero were kind of like competitors. See the air quotes there? But man, this car is amazing. The detail that this guy, his eye for detail on this car is amazing. Oh, I love his wheels. They are so sweet. Beautiful car. And of course, he's running on drag rails. This guy means business. Look at there. How long you been working on this, Mike?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. Check it out. He's got the little exhaust sticking out here. That is so cool. I bet this thing spits flames, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Heck yeah. What a cool car. T-top. Now you're running the AEM on this?
AM version 2.
There you go. Now you also have the race pack in yours?
Correct.
Yeah, that is cool. What's also cool is Mike, being a Honda hoarder, if you can see around his garage, I mean, there is just Honda. I love his license plate up there. You see that? Uh-huh. But he's got a lot of Honda stuff laying around, and he helped me out figuring out some of the stuff on my swap. But I mean, how nice was this guy to help me out and figure out some of those mystery connectors that we were trying to figure out. Give me a bunch of sensors. Yeah, I got these. Pulls out a drawer. He's got like, I don't know, 10 of everything. Definitely the kind of guy you want to get to know, that's for sure. Really hooked me up. I am so happy with this, and I'm really jealous that now Brian has all this. So now I'm gonna have to do something on my 88 to kind of even it out, because he's gonna kill me with all that. Mike, I want to appreciate your time, man. You're a really cool guy, really knowledgeable, and definitely very nice and helpful. Give me information on what I can do on my swap. Oh, and it turns out I have a junky K engine, right, in the blue car.
Correct.
And it's basically not a real K series. So we just spent $278 at the machine shop getting the head for Brian's engine resurfaced, valve job, all that. Well, turns out the cams are pitted. And what are those? Those round things. Those, I wouldn't really call them rocker arms.
Rocker arms.
Well, I guess they're rocker arms. Well, they're pitted too. So we just spent $278 on a head that's, well, useless. So, of course, Mike, over in his storage building's plumb full of Honda engines. And he's got a, what is it?
TSX.
A TSX head that I can bolt onto my engine and make it a real K series. And how much do you want for that?
Take $350 for it. Turnkey, cams, and everything.
I just spent that on fixing the head that's junk.
Sorry.
Do your research first, people. I should have never had to pay that money. The machine shop really should have called me and said, this head's junk. We're not going to do any work to it. That would have been the right thing to do. Sorry, Brian. It's just how it goes. But I also picked up a real K-Series valve cover, which will go good for the head that I'm going to get when I make the trip back down here and go pick up that head and buy some other goodies. But once again, I want to thank Mike for his hospitality and his generosity. He really helped me out with this build. Really going to help me. I can't thank Mike enough for what he's done and the advice he's given me. So we'll see you back at the shop. Once again, thanks, Mike. We really appreciate it. You got an Instagram or anything?
Cars Garage.
Cars Garage. Make sure you guys check him out. And his sick K-swapped MR2. All right, hello everybody. Well, I made it home. And as I said earlier, I'm going to show you what I picked up today. So, what I get today. What's the big surprise that's going to take the blur to the next level on this build? All right? You won't believe what I picked up. So, off the camera, I'm gonna start taking stuff out of this here box, which you can't see. I'm gonna start taking these out. Anticipation getting you? Because let me tell you what's killing me on my way there. There's one. Oh, next level. You just don't know. Oh, don't skip forward. Oh, here comes the second part. Oh, I'll turn it around, get the presentation all nice. Let's see. Oh, here's the other part. Now, like I said, there's one more part. I am going to go back and get one of the things I picked up today is kind of a dead giveaway. But, oh God, this is so good. Now, one of the things he did is, if you remember when we were doing the wiring harness, there was like some sensors or some plugs that didn't quite match up, or I didn't quite know what they were. Well, Mike did. So, one of the things is, apparently the K20 and the K24 crank sensors are different. And judging by the pins that I had on my wiring harness, I actually have a K24 wiring harness on my engine. Yeah, turns out I have a K24 wiring harness with my K20. So this is now the correct crank sensor. So that's a score, freebie. My knock sensor wasn't plugged in. Well, it's because I had the wrong knock sensor. So now I have the right one. Of course, these aren't the big items, but you know, it's the anticipation. Inlet air temperature, IAT. Give me one of those. Oh, what's that dig out of the box? Oh, this will be a dead giveaway. That'll be a dead giveaway. I can't show you that yet. Give me some bolts for the bell housing. Now I don't have to order them. So there's, remember, this is all you threw. They fall off. All threw in. Dude's got buckets of bolts. And if you know Hondas, that 1.25 ultra fine thread is hard to find. Give me a new bolt for the, what is that for? Timing chain guide. Because it's stripped out of the inside, so this one doesn't look like it. Okay. I know, I'm dragging it out. So I'll tell you what. I'll show you this. I'm going to show you this. He gave me some pins to help me with the wiring harness, which is really cool because I've got this little jump harness. See here? You see the weird looking pins? So apparently, these are the kind of pins that I need to do any of the things. So that was really cool of him. Thank you. But that's probably because they go with that. Booyah! Next level. Oh, hope you didn't see the other thing in the background. I'll have to review that. But that's not it, y'all. That Haltech goes with this. Boom, boom, boom. I told you, next level. That's right. So now the Blur will be running a Haltech plug and play Platinum Pro ECU. It'll be running the Haltech IQ3 Dash. Yeah. So there's my big items. I told you we were going next level. I don't know that I've ever seen a Fiero running one of these. Have you? Now this bad boy does turn signals, check engine light, high beam, does everything. I don't have to do anything. Well, I got some wiring, obviously, and it plugs right in. No other wiring needs to go to it than this. That plugs from the dash into the standalone ECU. That's it. Gauge is done. I like it. So, tomorrow, I was putting the engine together, but it turned out I was missing one of these. That's it. Just a dowel pin. This helps locate the head gasket. I was missing one. So, Yeah, I had to take the head back off for this. But luckily for me, I pulled the head off for a reason. And I'll go ahead and tell you. Or should I tell you? Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you. I got a 2005, 2006 TSX head to go onto the K20. Now what that's going to do is, now since this is the Japanese K20, it's not a real K-Series engine because it only has VTEC on the exhaust lobe. So I'm going to go pick up this TSX head, and it has dual VTEC. So VTEC on the intake and the exhaust. So it will be a real K-Series. The bottom end's all the same, so that's no big deal. But we'll put the proper dual VTEC head on it. So that's coming. I'm going to go pick that up a week or so. I don't know. I got to check my schedule. I've got a lot of stuff going on in the background that I'm trying to get done, you know, with these brakes that I'm working on, which I can't tell you what it is, but I'm working on that. And with this new stuff I picked up today, oh my God, this is going to get crazy. So tomorrow, hopefully we'll get, well, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get this video done and edited tonight. So it'll probably be up late tomorrow. But I am going to get back working on the car, because now I'm really excited as to far as what we got and the pictures I took over at Mike's place and the information. I got to get to work. So we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.